Hi, this is a short video showing how to set up the soundboard, computer and the speakers for the Christmas play for the children, just in case I'm not around to help set things up. First thing we do, when you come in, we start from the back of the room and we move forwards. So the first thing we're going to do is switch on the mixer. It takes about 30 seconds for it to fire up. And when it fires up, it just goes into whatever mode it was left in. So when we get that up, we will turn it into the mode for the children. When the mixer's fired up, we'll see that it's loaded the previous set from whenever it was used last. We're going to change that now to be specifically for the children's play. At the top, sort of middle right on the mixer is a section labeled Scenes. And we'll press the View button, which is the bottom right in there. That changes the parameter display to be the scenes. And if I zoom out a little bit, we can see the whole screen. You'll see bottom right there is a couple of buttons labeled Page Select. They're going to be quite important in a few minutes. So on this page we have Home, Scenes, Snippets, Param Safe. We will click Page Select to go through the various options. When we get to Scenes, we'll use the very leftmost dial to turn down to Children's Play. Turning it left and right just scrolls through. When we get the scene that we want to load, we press Load, which is again the left-hand button. And then we go over to the other side to press Yes, OK. What that does, it won't move anything on the mixer, but what it will do is load all the settings for us. Now, important to note, the mains out, which are the right-hand slider, they will generally always be down to 0 when you've just switched the mixer on. We need to put those up to Unity, which is the highlighted section about 75% of the way up. On the left-hand side of the mixer, we have all our input channels. The only ones we're interested in are the aux channels. And you'll see that 2 of them have scrolled up. We've got media left, media right. On the split tracks from the computer, we're bringing in the voice on the right-hand side and we're bringing all the music in on the left-hand side. And that is going to be important for rehearsal. So slightly to the right of that, you'll see all the matrix channels. 2 of them are labeled vocalists and instruments. So when we're playing the split tracks, if we lower the vocalists, then that will lower the mix of vocalists in the main speakers. So ideally, if everyone can sing nicely and in tune, we can have that switched off for the performance. If we think we need a little bit more reinforcement, we can bring it up all the way to no children in the church and it's just the CDs singing. Same with the instruments. If we need less instruments, we can lower that down and that will leave the vocal levels the same, but it will lower all the instruments. So for first rehearsals, we probably want those about at Unity again, about 75% of the way up. So we need to turn the computer on. It's the silver computer, it's under the desk, it's the one most to the right, and the power button is on the top right of the computer. We press that and then give it a few minutes to start up. While the PC is booting up, we can come and turn on the amps on the stage. This is the amp stack. The only button that we're interested in is the red one, top right. That will turn the amps on. It's important to only turn them on once the mixer is already turned on. And when we turn everything off after rehearsal, we turn the amps off and then turn the mixer off. Otherwise there'll be a big bang through the speakers and things could get damaged. We also have the subwoofer. That has a power supply which ends on the floor in the wall. We just switch that on. It will switch on some other equipment, but we're not really interested in that. We just want to know that we have the green light at the back of the subwoofer. Now we're back to the PC. We click on it and enter the top secret password, wwjd@FWC. What would Jesus do at FWC? That will fire up. The program we want to play with is EasyWorship. It's the blue triangle down in the taskbar. We click that, and that will load up the EasyWorship software. When that's loaded up, we can click the open, and we should see that one of the options is a schedule called Christmas Express. We'll click that. It will load in all the songs. And to play a song, all we need to do is, in the left-hand column, double-click that song. So you can probably hear it now.
Your attention, please. The Christmas Express is approaching the station. Please proceed to track 3.
And then if we come to the mixer again, you can see that I've just turned off all the instruments. We've got the vocals. Or I can just take all the vocals out and leave the instruments. Or have a mixture of the two. That really is all there is to it. When you're finished, turn off the computer, turn off the amplifiers on the stage, and then you can turn off the mixer and we're all good.